Bareminerals came out with these new cream gel formulas in both the bronzers and highlighting blushes. I have all shades of each formula to swatch and try on for you to let you know my favorites and if these are worth the money, if they're not, what to expect wear-wise, shade-wise, all the details they're covered in this video. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love to have you, and don't forget to give this video a like to show your support. But let's get started in the product. Okay, let's dive into these beauties. I'm really excited to be able to share with you all of these shades. First, let's start with product info. I did get these in PR, so I do have a little info card here to read for you. So just to start, it says these two revolutionary products will leave your skin with luminous flushes of color and immediately increase skin's hydration by 41%, and it instantly blurs imperfections, clinically proven to provide the skin with all-day hydration, easy to blend and layer on other products. The key ingredients are vegan hyaluronic acid and olive-derived squalane. If you didn't know, squalane I believe is usually from sharks, the animal-based version of it, so it's nice that it's olive-derived. And it also has blurring mineral microspheres that say blend seamlessly, blurring pores and imperfections. So far claiming that it's going to be very blurring, it's going to stay on your skin really nicely, it's going to be hydrating and dewy is what I'm getting from all this. We will be starting with the Complexion Rescue Blonzer. Now they do have the powder version of these, and now these are sort of their cream liquid forms, and these ones say they combine the rosiness of a blush with the warmth of a bronzer in a blendable gel cream formula. Okay, I was curious what these are described as, gel creams, and they deliver instant radiance and a natural looking sun-kissed glow, skincare and makeup hybrid, all-day hydration, okay, all that other stuff, in 5 radiance boosting shades. And it says it's supposed to mimic skin's natural radiance after a day in the sun. We love that. So let's start with sort of the darker end of the spectrum. The first one we have is called Kiss of Spice, which looks like this bronze shade. Now I was pretty excited about these bronzers because they tend to have some more like non-traditional type of bronzer hues. If you feel like bronzers pull really warm on you, these tend to be like a little bit more red or rosy or pink, so they may look more natural if you feel like a lot of bronzers just don't pull very well on you. So let's go ahead and start with this one, which is called Kiss of Spice. I think these bottles are nice, by the way. They're just a squeezy tube applicator. I think this would be great for travel, really convenient. I think they're cute and they look nice, and I really like just how portable they made these. They're not in like a heavy jar or anything. So let's blend this one out. These are a very creamy, very unique formula. I'll describe a little bit more when we're applying them. They're actually quite pigmented as well. This is Kiss of Spice, which is sort of the deepest bronzy shade. Can sheer these out, but this is Kiss of Spice. Let's actually pick up a little bit and I'll show you a sheer swatch of this because it would be, you know, more realistically how you would apply this one. Actually looks quite nice, maybe a tad dark for me, but I think it could still possibly work as a nice bronzer. Next we have Kiss of Copper, which is actually one of my favorite powder bronzer shades, so I'm really curious to see how this one is going to pull as the cream version. It tends to have a little bit more red in it because it's more of a copper shade. So here is the heavy swatch and then the light swatch of Kiss of Copper. I'm a little disappointed. This one seems like very orange sheared out. Like this tone is just seeming a lot better. This compared to, let me actually get the powder version. That was a bad swatch area. I don't even know how to show it to you. That's the Kiss of Copper Blonzer powder. And then this is the cream one. So compared to that, you're definitely getting a lot more orange in here, which it's a little bit weird. I feel like I'm definitely preferring this top one. Next, into some more pink tones, we have Kiss of Mauve. I'm really interested in this one. This one's really pretty. We're getting into some more blush tones. Sorry, I keep swatching them weird. But this is Kiss of Mauve, heavily applied, and then the more sheared out version. This looks like it would be a really pretty, more red tone bronzer. So far, we have from top to bottom, like true bronze. The middle is quite orange, very warm, and then this one is a little bit more of a rosy tone. Next we have a Kiss of Rose, which I'm guessing will be another pretty rosy tone. So there we have Kiss of Rose, which is sort of a deeper, slightly warmer version of the one we swatched previously. You can tell it just has slightly more of a bronzy hue, whereas the, what was that, Kiss of Mauve is like a little bit more of a blushy tone. This looks like a kind of nicer version of the Kiss of Copper, less orange, more bronzy. And then this last one we have is called Kiss of Pink, which looks like it's also the lightest shade. These arm swatches are just not working out. I'm so used to arm swatches because it's like if you're filming down it looks fine, but anyway, this is the Kiss of Pink shade. This is the heavy swatch on top, and then the more sheared out version. This one is a little bit more peachy than the mauve one, or was that Kiss of Pink? Or Kiss of Rose, I mean. That one looks really nice. Nice in between blush and bronzer shade. I'm actually surprised that this one is definitely looking most like a bronzer. Kiss of Copper is definitely pulling very orange. I feel like I'm just really curious to see this one sheared out in my skin, which was the first one we swatched, Kiss of Spice. And then I think I also want to try out a little bit of this one. I just love this shade. It's so pretty. And that one was Kiss of Mauve. I'm going to be using my Luxie Small Contouring Brush. These are my absolute favorite brushes for any sort of a cream formula. And if you're curious about longevity, by the way, this is what my arm looks like after washing. So they do stick quite a lot. I'll go over that a little bit more later. Let's go into this Kiss of Spice shade, which I didn't think I was gonna like. It seemed dark, but the point of these is that you can kind of shear them out. For any kind of cream application, I do like to apply it on the back of my hand and then go in with the brush. And then I like to evenly stipple it onto the brush just so it's nice and coated. I do also have the Bare Minerals foundation on today. Slightly light for me right now, but yeah, let's go in and just start stippling this and see if it's gonna pull warm or if it's gonna be a really nice, just a bronzy look. Ooh, it actually looks really good. I feel like it still has this hint of like rosiness to it that makes it look very natural. I think that's what's great about the Blonzer line in general is they all tend to have a little bit of that red in there, which, you know, if you're getting a tan, you probably have a little bit of the redness in the skin as well. At least I do. Ooh, wow. I did not think I was gonna like the darkest shade. I feel like that looks so pretty and glowy though. Formula wise, by the way, these are extremely interesting as a formula. They definitely have a thick, balmy feel to them, but they don't feel heavy or oily on the skin, but they do have quite a strong glow to them. I'm just blending the rest of the product I have from Kiss of Spice onto the forehead, a little bit on the jawline as well. When I first tried these, the consistency really reminds me of what I wish the Jones Road Miracle Balms were. Those are a little bit oily. These I feel like are a nice cream. They don't feel too heavy. They're not texture enhancing. They apply it very smoothly, and you're getting half a fluid ounce in here, which is half of like a normal foundation size. With the amount I used, which was so small, I feel like this is gonna last you forever. And also very surprised that I'm using the darkest shade, really liking it. It doesn't pull too orange, so I think it's a beautiful glowy, like giving you that beach glow type of vibe. Like, I'm really liking this so far. Next, let's try the other bronzer I was interested in, a little more of a pinky tone. This is the Kiss of Mauve shade, which this one had that like slightly more purple hue to it. I'm gonna grab my other Luxie brush. I do have 2 of these. I love them so much. I'm gonna do the same application technique. I'm just gonna work that one onto the brush. And this one does have more of a rosy vibe to it, which I really want to swatch for those of you who do like more of a rosy red bronzer. Ooh, this one's definitely gonna give you more of like a slightly sunburnt type of vibe. This one is very similar to sort of like what I tan as. Like, it's definitely more verging on a sunburn. I don't feel like it looks too much like blush though. This is beautiful. I love the sheerness of these. These so far seem like they're very great for pale skin because they have this sheerness to them, but they do seem buildable. And yeah, I'm really liking the consistency. They're definitely like more of a balmy type of feel, but it doesn't seem too sticky. Like, I really don't love a sticky formula. So this one is Kiss of Mauve, and then we have Kiss of Spice. 2 different looks going over here. I feel like this one is definitely looking more harmonious and natural with my skin. Kiss of Spice is giving me a little bit more of a bronzy glow. I think both of these are beautiful though. I'll definitely be using both of these for the summer. Now on to the highlighting blushes. Also very excited about these. These are the same formulas as the Blonzer, but they're supposed to be like a very glowy blush highlighter hybrid. So very exciting and new from Bare Minerals. Let's start swatching. I won't swatch on my arm this time because that one is stained. It was also just hard to see. So starting with this shade, which is called Peach Glow. Looks like it's going to be a little bit warmer. I'm telling you, these products will actually stain your skin a little bit. I'm just finding a clean place to swatch. Ooh, these are very pretty. So here is Peach Glow. That is the thick swatch, and then next to it is more of the sheared out version. I mean, look at that glow. It looks very pretty, not glittery at all though. You could almost wear this one as a bronzer too. And we have this shade, which is called Mauve Glow. Okay, so I am noticing these tend to be a little bit more sheer than the Blonzers, which would make sense. So here's Mauve Glow. Look how gorgeous that is. And here is the sheer swatch. This is looking really pretty and right up my alley for sure. And then we have this shade, which is called Opal Glow. This looks like it might be more of a highlight shade. I mean, all of these are like supposed to be blush and highlight. We'll see which ones would work. Ooh, these are for sure Mercier. I really had to build that one up. This is called Opal Glow. So this is the more thick swatch, and then here we have it sheared out. I'm surprised even with these more darker shades that like the tones are looking very promising and pretty. Ooh, look at that glow, so metallic. And then we have Pink Glow. I love the pink shades. Okay, here is Pink Glow. Look at that gorgeous cool pink. And then this is what it's like sheared out. I'm already thinking with this for pale skin, this is probably too sheer for a lot of people and too light. But if you're a similar skin tone to me, this is just yelling like the perfect light pink blush highlight shade. That one's gorgeous. And then we have Rose Glow, which looks like it's even lighter than that last one, which is very intriguing. Oh my gosh, this one is so pretty too. That one is Rose Glow. It's even more light and a little bit more purple. They're both very like cool toned, which I'm just obsessed with right now, but this one's a little bit lighter. Like you'd almost wear that just as a highlight, whereas this one has a little bit more of a blush tone to it. I'm saying Peach Glow is definitely my least favorite just because it's so warm, but like these pinky mauves are just, they look gorgeous. I think we're definitely gonna have to try on the lightest one, Rose Glow. I'm gonna have to do Pink Glow as well. So let's start with Pink Glow over here, since this one has a little bit more pigment to go with that more bronzy bronzer. Okay, so this one is going to be Pink Glow. I'm gonna stipple this on with the Luxie brush. I did clean this one off. Ooh. Yeah, I can definitely tell you're not getting as much pigment with these blush lights. Blush highlighting blush formulas. I think it does give me enough color though. I am very pale though, so I think if you're any darker than me, maybe choose one of the deeper shades or just be aware that you are gonna have to layer it. But this as a sheer layer, the cool pink, I think it looks gorgeous. It's looking really natural. I'm actually really excited that these are less pigmented with so many hyper pigmented blushes on the market. These are really like refreshing, glowy summer take on blushes. Now let's go with the lightest one, Rose Glow on this side. So that is that very like baby milky pink shade. Should go really nicely with that Blonzer shade. I'm gonna stipple this one on as well. These seem to be like, yeah, the exact same formula as the Blonzers, which I think are nice. They go really well together. Ooh, okay. I'm actually getting like quite a lot of pigment from that one as well. I'm obsessed with the glow of these. I think they are wow. I think this would be super pretty just like over the bridge of the nose too. I probably could have done a little bit of bronzer there. Yeah, that looks really pretty. This one is just giving me that like lavender baby pink glow of my dreams. So here are the two lightest shades. We have Pink Glow over here, and then this one is Opal Glow. I think both of these could work just as a highlight if you're a little bit deeper, but if you are as fair as me, they also give you a little bit of a pink tint. I think both of these are really pretty. I'm liking just how extremely light this one is, really bringing like a lot of light and just like glow to my face. I'd love to know which of these shades out of both the Blonzers and the blushes, which ones you're feeling and if you're excited by these. Just to try on one more shade, let's go in with the Mauve Glow, which is that slightly more pink one that we swatched over here, and I'm gonna put this one probably on top of this side over here. See if this one gives you a little bit more pigment. Obviously it's layered on that lighter one. Ooh, yeah, this one is showing up a little bit more like a blush on my skin. This shade too, okay, it's really gonna be hard to pick my favorite shades because wow, a lot of these are stunning. I would say go with maybe the Mauve Glow if you want something that's a little bit more blush like if you're slightly darker than me, but if you're as fair as me and you want something that's like blush highlight 2-in-1, really gonna lift your skin and be nice and bright, I would say either go with Rose Glow or Pink Glow. Now let's talk about the performance of these and what to expect as you're wearing them. So these are the same formulas, so I'm gonna talk about how they wear together as one. So first off, they are that very balmy, like slightly sticky. They're not sticky. I don't know how they made this formula, but like it really adheres to the skin, almost like how a like gripping primer would adhere to your skin, but it doesn't feel that sticky. I was actually so amazed at how long wearing these are. Like you wipe the swatches off your hands, you wash your hands, and it's still there. So for a glowy cream product, that's usually my caveat with a lot of them, is they don't stay on my skin or they're too sticky or they're too oily. glowy. These are truly a very unique formula. I haven't tried really anything in makeup like this. Price-wise, these are $28 each. I think the fact that they are more sheer is really a refreshing take on blushes and bronzers, especially if you are similar in skin tone to me. These are so nice to see. Products that we don't have to like just use such a small amount of, or like, you know, it's just easy. You don't have to make any adjustments. Like, I feel like the shades are so flattering. With that being said, I think out of the two formulas, by the way, they are $28 each. Between the two formulas, I'm a little bit more excited about the blush highlight combos just because the bronzers are nice. I do think the shades are really pretty though, but I think if I'm gonna wear just like a very glowy cheek, this would be perfect because it would layer over your bronzer as well. But that being said, if you do really like one of the bronzer shades, you're still getting that same amazing formula. And for the price, I did get all these in PR, but I would be happy to spend $28 on probably one of these lighter pink glowy shades because they are truly such a unique and gorgeous formula. I haven't really tried anything like these before. They're very summery, making me really excited for like makeup innovation because like, I don't know how they stay so well on the skin. It's really weird in a good way though. The only negative I would say is your hair like might stick to a little bit. I don't find they're as sticky as some other creams though. It hasn't been like a huge issue for me. It did say all day hydration. I mean, I would say until I wash off my makeup as I've been testing these, it's still been on my cheeks. It's been very glowy. So if you have like dry skin on your cheeks, I think you're gonna love these as well. But even if you have more like combo or oily skin like I do, since we're not putting it in the oily areas, I don't feel like it breaks down my makeup or moves it or affects the performance of it. So I am so happy. I really, really like these. It was such a surprise hit, and yeah, gorgeous. Let me know what you're thinking of these in the comments below. And just one last thing, love that you get half an ounce in here. I think these are really gonna last you a long time for $28. The prices that they're charging for blushes nowadays, these are honestly a steal. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful and enjoyable. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll put another video on the screen here so we can keep hanging out. Don't leave me quite yet. I'll see you over there. Bye.